Hello, everyone, and welcome to Healing One. I'm super excited to be with you the day after Thanksgiving. My husband and I decided that on yesterday we were going to make it a day of thanks and truly a day of giving, a day of gratitude, thankfulness, appreciation, and how may we serve. Well, this is one of the ways I serve. In Healing 101, Monday through Friday, live at 5, is one of the ways in which I serve. And I'm always super excited because I just keep getting downloads in my spirit that I want to share with you guys. When I started this platform a year ago, we just had our first year anniversary. Get excited. The reason why I started is because I wanted to heal. And I welcome you guys to join me on this platform so we could all heal together. And I realized that if I'm a psychologist, a clinician, a college professor teaching psychology, and I needed cleansing, I needed healing, I needed to tap into some things that was going on with me to figure out how I can live my best life, right? So with all that being said, that's what I delved into, and I started off with talking about how we were not born to suffer and that we cannot pour from an empty cup. And it's not selfish to make sure you make yourself a priority, but it is full of self-love, which is what we all need. And we actually treat others the way we feel about ourselves. So it's super, super, super important for us to make sure that we are prioritizing ourselves, especially during the holidays when a lot of family and friends and co-workers and church members, they're all just pulling on us all the time, right? They're constantly pulling on us. This is a good time to say, I'm going to make sure I prioritize myself. I'm going to make sure that I'm involved in some self-love practices, some self-care practices. I would just be so excited to know that this is possible, right? And so today, what I'm going to talk to you about is something that I am dealing with, and I'm going to be just very transparent with each and every one of you. So as I go into the new year 2023, I started thinking about addictions, and I started thinking about what are the things that we are addicted to that we don't really acknowledge, that we kind of feel like it's just a part of our lives. So we don't feel like it's anything that we need to tap into, that we need to fix, that we need to repair, that we need to improve. And so what I did was I asked myself those questions. I said, what addictions do you have? I know genetically and through my heredity what I am predisposed to addictions, definitely, right? Alcoholism, drug addiction, definitely food addictions, a lot of illness and disease as a result of food addictions. In addition to that, we have multiple addictions. Everybody would kind of have to do a self-assessment of themselves. One of the more prominent ones that we know about is sex addictions. Of course, being in toxic relationships, situationships, just manipulationships, being a bunch of situations where you feel like I have to stay connected with this person, even though I know they don't mean me any good. They don't mean my highest and my best, but I'm just going to stay connected to them anyway. I don't like the things that they're saying. I don't like the things that they're doing, but I'm just going to stay connected to them anyway, right? So with that being said, as I do my inventory and my assessments at the end of 2022, I invite you guys to go on this journey with me, right? To do an assessment of what addictions do we have? And one thing I know is that I've been changing my eating habits, and I've been doing a good job. Not a great job, but I'm proud of myself. I've been doing a good job. I've come a very long way from constantly eating meats, foods that are high in inflammatory foods, like processed foods, like fast foods, like anything that comes in a box, anything that's white, like sugar and potatoes and rice and pasta. I realized that I was addicted. And I'm just being honest with you, that I said, oh my goodness, like if you're on drugs and they want to help you to get off from drugs, they might put you in a room by yourself and lock the door and don't let you out and kind of let you detox and let you come down off of that drug. And it can be physically challenging, right? not to mention mentally challenging. And I said, you know what I know? And this is probably maybe not a good topic. Most of you guys are probably still heating up your Thanksgiving meal. Apologize for that. But sorry, not sorry. But with the addictions, I said, if I was to rid myself of 100% rice, potatoes, and all of that stuff and lock myself in a room, I probably would go through cold sweats. I probably would be sitting there like holding myself like, let me out of this room. I need to eat. And not even getting rid of the processed foods and the poisonous foods, the non-whole foods, the nutrient-dense foods, but also having an understanding of just not eating at all. What if I didn't eat for 6 to 8 hours? Or what if I didn't eat for a 20-hour period while I was awake? Or what if I didn't eat for a day or 3 days or 5 days? And most people would be like, oh my God, that's insane. Why are you talking about that the day after Thanksgiving? Well, that's what's been downloaded on my heart and on my spirit. So that's why I'm talking about it. Yeah, I'm talking about that the day after Thanksgiving. Sorry, not sorry. So with that being said, with us wanting to live our best life and wants to live our highest self and seek the best things, I realize that if I'm going to have clarity as a spiritual person, I need, it is a necessity. I need to get a grip on my eating. It is mandatory. This is not something that, oh, I'm going to be this great spiritual guru, but I can't put down fried chicken. I can't put down pork chops. I have to have all of these things that I know are condescending or I know are counterproductive to my health. Thank you, Cook for Soul. So, when I realized that, I said, whoa. Wow, all these years you teaching as a psychology professor, all of these years you are giving people therapy. You're addicted. Can I lock you in a room and you just can't have these things anymore? So as we embark upon a new year, 2023 starts now. Why don't we start to look at some things in our lives and say, what am I addicted to? Am I addicted to a relationship that I know is going nowhere? I know when I leave this person's presence, whether it's a lover, a friend, a relative, a bestie, it doesn't matter. When I leave this person's presence, I feel depleted. But I'm addicted to being in their presence. I'm addicted to hanging out with them. I'm addicted to trying to impress them with my stuff. I'm so addicted. Oh, Dr. London. Oh, Lance London. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Welcome, that Carolina kitchen food. I was addicted to that. I'm going to tell you right now. That jerk chicken and that macaroni and cheese. I hope I'm not triggering nobody. But I was definitely addicted to that. Woo, the best food. But guys, we have to look at our lives and take an assessment and try to determine what are we addicted to. Like if we really love ourselves and we would get in our quiet place and we were like, what am I addicted to? What can I not live without? Can I not live without a certain food, or can I not live without certain things? And I'm not talking about the good stuff. Anything that brings you life, anything that regenerates you, we want to keep that going. Anything that enhances us spiritually, psychologically, physically, all of those things, we want to keep those things going. But we are talking about the things that are counterproductive to our health, that are counterproductive to our wealth. How is it that, why can't, so Miss Coco Moore says, what can I not live without it and healthy for me is a good question to ask. Yes, absolutely. It's a good starting place to take an assessment of yourself and say, well, in 2020 and 2021 and in 2022, I was led by these impulses. But I'm not really sure if all of this impulsivity is me living at my best self. One thing I know for myself, if anything is controlling over me, if anything is addictive, if anything, I can't have it. Like for me, it's like rice. Get excited, but let's be real. If there's anything that I'm like, oh my God, I can't live without, I need to figure out how to live without it. That's just me. Because I want to make sure that I'm living from within. Because if you don't go within, you will go without. I want to make sure I'm living from within. I want to make sure I'm living from strength. I don't want to live from weakness. I don't want to live from desire. I don't want to live from, I can't make it without. No, that's how I used to be in my former marriage, where I felt like I couldn't live without my husband, who was a womanizer, abusive, and some more stuff. I felt like I couldn't live without him. He was having children while we were married. I'm like, I can't live without him. That was because I didn't love myself. And so now the current husband that I have, that is so amazing, I can live without him. And if today or tomorrow he's gone, guess what? I have so much love for myself that I will make it through anything. Why? Because it's from within. I do not depend on external components in my life. That was my younger me. That was my lower self me. Yes, I'm so excited for growth. That was my low frequency me that I can't live without. I must have. No. If what I'm eating, I even have to ask myself the question, and I'm talking about food. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. These are some of my challenges. I have to ask myself the question, if I'm like feeling like I just gotta have it. I just gotta have it, whether I'm hungry or not. And now I ask myself the question, is this nutrient dense foods? Is this good for you? I want to know if it's nurturing to me. I want to know if it's giving life to me. Because if it's not, I don't want it. I've lived that life of I've let people take from me. I've let people deplete me. I've let people steal my energy, steal my money, steal my time, steal my talent, skills, and ability. They just take. And guess what? I didn't recognize it. And I allowed it. And I actually helped them. Like, you don't sure you want my money today? You sure you don't want my time and my energy today? Yeah, that was me. I was that person. Get excited. But listen, guys, the beautiful thing is that you can make a decision to make any day your day one. You can make a decision to start today by living differently. And so guess what I decided to do? I decided it's this book I read called Atomic Habits. ATOMIC, like an atom, Atomic Habits. Is where you start little small habits until you where you want to be, right? For an example, you want to work out, you don't work out, you're very sedentary. So what Atomic Habits told me to do for the first week, we're not going to go to the gym, do 100 push-ups, only eat broccoli and think that's going to last forever, because it's not. At the end of that week, you're going to go back to your old eating and you're going to go back to sitting on the couch, right? So yes, I'm glad you love that book. Amazing book. So what Atomic Habits taught me was when I started working out, and I know, listen, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be like, oh my Lord, let me tell you what I did. First day, I took out my tennis shoes. I didn't put them on. I just took them out from where they were in my closet with all my other tennis shoes. So I took out my tennis shoes. And then guess what I did the next day, Miss Coco? I didn't even put my tennis shoes on. I took out my tennis shoes day one. The second day, I took my tennis shoes and I put them in my bathroom. My husband has his own bathroom. I have my own personal bathroom. And so I have a vanity. And so by my vanity chair, which I have a private toilet room with a door closed, I go there every morning. As soon as I wake up, I have to go past my vanity every day to get to my bathroom, which I go as soon as I wake up every day. Listen, it's a habit that I go to the bathroom when I wake up. You think you go to the bathroom because you have to go to the bathroom. You don't. You go to the bathroom because it's a habit. Your mama been waking you up since you've been 2-3 years old, since you've been out of Pampers, saying, get up, it's time to go to the bathroom. Then you have to do that, right? It became a habit. If you think about it, anything that you do habitually, you do it as a habit because you did it habitually. So I take the shoes, sit them by my vanity. When I go to the bathroom, walk right past them. Don't touch them. Day 2. That's it. Day 3, I'm going to put my tennis shoes on. I'm not going anywhere, though. I'm going to put my tennis shoes on, and then I'm going to take them off. So what's happening is our brain is created to save us. Our brain is created to keep us safe. And they know, Monifa, you're about to start this working out thing again. You're about to be depressed. You're about to go on a yo-yo diet. You're about to be upset with yourself. So I'm going to block you from this. And so with our brain, we tell ourselves, I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat broccoli. They be like, no, don't do that. We've done this before, right? So with that being said, that 4th day, I'll go ahead, I'll put my tennis shoes on, then I'll take my tennis shoes right back off. I ain't going nowhere. So my brain is like, what's going on? She took her shoes out day 1. She sat her shoes by the vanity day 3. Day 4, she went, I think I skipped a day. She went and put them on, took them off, didn't go anywhere. Day 5, now I'm putting my workout clothes in there. Same thing. Day 2, I walk past them. Day 3, I put them on, take them off. The next week, now I'm sitting out my shoes and my workout clothes at night. I'm not doing anything with them. Week 3, you like, oh, you in the 3rd week? Oh my Lord, how long is this going to take? Well, it took me 53 years to get this way, so I think I have 3 weeks to invest in myself. So week 3, now I'm putting on my workout uniform, putting on my shoes, but I'm not going anywhere. Week 4, now I'm putting on my workout uniform, putting on my shoes, and now I'm just walking to the corner. I'm not doing anything extensive. By the time I get to week 5 or week 6, my brain has been tricked. My brain is like, oh, this is a habit. We get up in the morning. We go to the vanity. We get the workout clothes. We get the workout shoes. We walk. We work out. So now my brain is not fighting against me because it's not intrusive. Because now I have created a habit. And Miss Coco says this is a very real process that a lot of people go through and don't realize that it's a process. Yes. Thank you so much. She's so grateful. I'm grateful as well to serve. So when I say that to you, I want you to know that anything that you want to accomplish is doable. And whether you believe you can or you cannot, either way, you are right. So whatever you think you want to accomplish and be like, I never did it in my 20s. I never did it in my 30s. I never did it in my 40s. I've been with this toxic man for 40 years. I ain't never going to get rid of him. Listen, you can do it. Little by little, atomic habits. Now I'm working on fasting. Now I'm working on a raw vegan diet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to every week, okay, this day, we're not going to do this. This day, we're going to add this. This day, we're going to extend the time. I'm going to make it non-intrusive to my brain so myself won't fight against myself. So now I'm giving myself a winning equation so that I can win. I'm eliminating losing from this equation. I'm being gentle with myself. During this process, which is a journey, I learned to stop speaking to myself like a woman that I hate. So now I talk to myself like a little girl that I love. Get excited about that. So now my process is loving myself, implementing self-care strategies, and finding ways to promote atomic habits into my life so that I can be successful. I'm not trying to do anything overnight. I don't know why before with diets, I'm like, I got to start today and I got to lose 30 pounds by tomorrow. Like, how did you figure that was going to work? By the way, it never worked. I failed every single time. I don't know how I thought I was involved in all these counterproductive activities. My thoughts, my behaviors, and my actions were all maladaptive, non-productive. And then I just thought I was going to wake up one day and be like, oh, I saw this YouTube video. I'm going to do that. I'm going to change overnight. It doesn't work that way. So as we go into 2023 and everybody's going to be having resolutions, everybody want to lose weight, make more money, all of these things, you can do it and you can be successful. But what you're going to have to do to increase your chances of winning and to increase your chances of success is to implement atomic habits. I invite you to go get that book from Amazon. I get paid nothing from it. But guess what I believe? I believe that if you get the audio book and you listen to it every day, you're going to be like, I can do this. I tried so many times and I failed. What is your addiction? Is it gambling? Is it sex? Is it drugs? Is it alcohol? Is it toxic relationships? Are you addicted because of such low self-esteem? Such a lack of confidence? Are you addicted to being around people who need you? That was me. If I show up, I'm coming with the goods, baby. Oh, lead a bill. I got the bill. I don't know where all that pride came from. I wish I had all that money today. Get excited. Oh, I got the bill. I take care of it for everybody. But it wasn't because of the people that I was paying for at the restaurant. It was because of me needing validation. It was because of me needing acceptance. But now that I don't need acceptance anymore, I don't know about you, Miss Coco, they don't call me no more. They don't invite me to the party. They like, I don't need acceptance anymore. I don't need validation. I don't need to prove to you anything. See, I have nothing to prove, nothing to hide, and nothing to defend. I'm just on a self-love journey. That's it. And if you want to come on this self-love journey with me, great. And if you don't, great. No judgment. I am just here to serve. I'm just here to invite anybody that wants to come on this journey with me. Let's go together. I'm looking for great-minded, like-minded people, Lisa. I only want people around me who are elevating, because that's where I'm going. Because if you're not elevating, then you're kind of going to be a process of holding me down. And I'm not with that anymore, right? So I'm excited that I am taking my health into my own hands. I am prioritizing my health. But guess what else I'm doing? I'm not here to show you no miracle overnight. I'm here to welcome you to the process. But definitely stay tuned. When I say the revolution will not be televised, if you missed any of my lives, go watch some replays and just watch the transformation right before your very eyes. But please do stay on this journey with me. Just stay tuned. Because the woman you see today, I'm elevating every day. It's a beautiful thing. Things that used to break me down. Things that used to have me crying for days and weeks and months, even years, don't bother me anymore. I'll be like, I'm good. Because I'm eating nutrient-dense foods. I'm not full of manipulation. I'm not full of depression. I'm not full of anxiety, because I don't even ingest those things anymore. So get excited about that. So guys, as we go into 2023, let's just be intentional about addictions. Let's go ahead and journal, and let's go ahead and do a self-assessment and a self-inventory and say, what areas of my life am I addicted in? If I don't have my coffee, am I going to lose my mind? Let's fix that. Anything that's outside of me that I can't live without, we're going to have to figure that out. And we're not talking about waters and fruits, people. You know what I'm talking about, right? Anything. I don't care if it's a bestie. I don't care if it's a situation where you always feel like you need a compliment. If it's a situation where you always need more. Just let's look at those things and say, well, let's elevate this year. And let's not be addicted to anything but elevation. Let's not be addicted to anything but empowerment. Let's not be addicted to anything but love. Because love never fails. And when you love everything you have everything you need. So guys, that's our time. I'm always super excited to serve you every day, Monday through Friday, live at 5. But I tell you, if you don't have 5 minutes, you don't have a life. You get 24 hours every day. Take 23 hours and 55 minutes. You can do whatever you want. But for 5 of those minutes, I'm going to need you to pull away. For 5 of those minutes, I'm going to need you to honor yourself, right? Solitude is our superpower. Get excited. May God continue to shine his face upon you. May God be gracious to you and grant you peace. We are forgiving ourselves in this season for believing that we should have done better when we didn't even know how. And we forgive others for the same. We are open and ready for things to start going our way. We are asking to receive a message in this physical world today that is a reflection of that. We are open and ready to receive that message. It's already done. It's already done. We already have it. It's already ours. Guys, enjoy this Thanksgiving holiday. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. But most importantly, enjoy yourself. Prioritize self-love, self-care, and healing. Namaste. I'll see everybody Monday through Friday, live at 5. Thanks, Lisa.